new developments in the Golden State Killer case. New DNA tests and photos could help link Joseph DeAngelo to a spree of crimes across California. ABC's Whit Johnson is tracking the case from Los Angeles. And Whit, DeAngelo's lawyers tried to stop these tests from taking place.
That's right, George. Good morning to you. Prosecutors requested that additional evidence in an effort to connect Joseph DeAngelo to as many of the murders as possible. One of the original investigators told me why that information, including specific photographs of his body, is so critical to the case.
Inside this Sacramento courthouse, a judge ruling that prosecutors may collect additional DNA, fingerprints, and photos from Joseph DeAngelo. Evidence, they say, could further connect him to the laundry list of murders and rapes he's accused of. Prosecutors especially interested in knowing if DeAngelo shares the same physical abnormality described by some of his alleged victims. A lead, Carol Daly, one of the original investigators, thoroughly explored.
We said, all right, if he is so underendowed, we went to a specialist, a doctor, to see if he had any patients that came in.
And you actually went to a doctor to see if the size of his anatomy was unique or rare?
Yes. I told you there was not a stone left unturned that we did in trying to identify this rapist. And we didn't have any luck there.
Despite the clues, the serial killer would elude authorities for decades, striking again and again, then taunting some of his victims with chilling phone calls. This morning, we're learning more about the man suspected of 12 murders and more than 50 rapes. Retired Auburn Police Chief Nick Willick fired DeAngelo from the force in 1979.
He really violated people's space all the time. When he talked to you, he'd get kind of close to your face and always be touching you.
He was very touchy.
Yes, he was. And, you know, I remember one time I told him, because I said, you know, Joe, my mother doesn't touch me as much as you do.
Jennifer Carroll's father, Lyman Smith, and stepmother Charlene were murdered in 1980. The same DNA found at that crime scene, investigators say, would ultimately lead to DeAngelo. Decades of living in fear, now replaced with overwhelming relief.
The key being the key, yep.
And that means a lot to you.
It does. That's justice, right? That's justice. That's something we believe in our family, and that is it coming all together. That's justice.
And some of the victims telling us they can finally sleep after a years-long nightmare. Joseph DeAngelo has not yet entered a plea. He remains in a wheelchair on suicide watch and with no bail. George?
Okay, Whit, thanks very much. I know you're going to have much more on the Golden State Killer tonight on 2020 at 10/9 Central, right here on ABC. Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.